First leg of the Triple Trio is race number 4. It's an all-dirt meeting at Sha Tin on Wednesday night as well. Class 4 over the 1,200 metres is how we kick it off. Endearing, course and distance, first time for him. Wide gate, though, Joe Moreira and Michael Friedman. Mega Treasure drops down into Class 4 for the first time as he tries the trip and surface for the first time as well. Pick number 1, the debutant. Got Nice Fandango, all-weather first time for him as well. Viva Council, beaten favourite last time out. And Magical Champion, another one on the dirt for the first time under race conditions.
Well, you would expect some pace here because Beakley was able to cross from 10 last start, run a very good race. That was, of course, the afternoon where it was hard to catch those horses on the speed. But Flying Godspell's another one that does his best work from the front. Bond Elegance, pick number 1's got his fair share of speed. Potentially might take the option here of taking a sit, the newcomer, but he's a very interesting horse. They shouldn't go loafing early on here. They'll wriggle along early, I would have thought.
Here is the first starter, pick number 1. He's the one closest to us. Now he'll start 1,213 pounds, so he's a big boy coming on to the surface, or first race day start under rules anywhere, rated 52. Viva Council, he did go down to his ground last time, I thought. Since then he's come on nicely. He's the one on the far side. Just when he was asked to kick along there, I like the way he responded immediately and took off from the old boy there, Great Sky. So not a bad piece from him either.
All right, races 4, 6 and 8 as well. 800,000 into the quartet and merged first 4 jackpots. Let's get things going with Beakley, who managed to find the front last time out under Matthew Poole. Let's see if he can do it again. Matthew with Ed Sadler.
Matthew, you rode Beakley. Last time out when you rode him, he ran a good race. Did he enjoy the all-weather, do you think?
I think so. I think the first up at 13,000 metres, he can't handle the hard track, so he didn't travel. He didn't so much. Second start on the all-weather, he seemed like he enjoyed it, he happy, and he still finished pretty good.
It was a tough finish in that race. You're only just beaten by Strathclyde in that race, but you were happy with that performance?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, he first time race in 1,200. Before we thought he like a 1,000-metre horse, but like now we found out he can handle 1,200. So if we keep consistent, we keep trying on the all-weather 1,200.
And from that barrier where you're drawn on Wednesday night, would you like to go forward again, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. He's like a sort of like a rolling forward horse. You don't want to hold him, sit and spin. He doesn't like it. He loves to free running without going too hard.
And since that run, you've ridden him in his track work. How is the horse?
After last start, he get up even stronger. After that race, he feel tougher. I think he can keep the same, even better performance.
Yeah, he's coming at barrier 10 this time out, and he's put on 3 pounds as well, so the race certainly didn't take out too much from him. We'll move on to Endearing, barrier 11 for him. Has trialled very well on the surface, but again, this is his first start officially.
That it is, but Michael Friedman looks to have him going well. He was a very impressive winner first up over Spring Win, and then quite a good run, I thought, when he finished second. It looked like for a moment he might not even run a place, but he knuckled down to the task and kept up the gallop. So I think that gives him a chance. The top weight and barrier 11 are the 2 negatives.
Yeah, the change of the gear too. The visor goes on and the cheek piece comes off. But yeah, that's what put me off, the barrier and the weight.
Did me too.
All right, Joe Moreira will jump on board. I'm sure he'll have some supporters. 7.20 in the early market. Our favourite, though, is Debutante, pick number 1. We saw this trial a little bit earlier, but now we can focus on the horse in front, Paul. Yeah,
look, he's been well prepared. He's the one on the inside. The one on the outside, Conte, is going to end up running on the weekend on Sunday. Pick number 1, and he's been winning trials on his air, Conte. Pick number 1, I thought this was a really good trial from him. He's a big horse. He's by Darcy Brahma. He's bred for the dirt. And the Damn Extra Explosive was actually a group winner in New Zealand as a 2-year-old on a heavy track as well. So everything's looking promising for this horse. I like this horse.
Nothing to add?
No. So it's on top for Paul, well, it sounds.
It sounds like it is. Pick number 1 is number 1.
Yeah, number 1 for me. I'll make him the best. I really like this horse. I think he's been well suited. Beckley is a horse who loves the surface as well, so I think he'll run nicely. Viva Council got out of his ground last time. I'll put Bong Elegance in there for 4th. The pacifiers go back on him. Has won over the course and distance as well. Should get a nice trip. So I went 5, 6, 10 and 2, but I'd be backing 5 to win in this.
I see your point, Paul. I've got him in the tips and I'm interested to see how he performs. I ended up going with Viva Council. If he can step away, he might be able to peg back that margin on Beakley. He did make some ground last start, Viva Council, on that track that was difficult to find the line. So 10 to beat 6, 5 pick number 1 is clearly the interesting runner in the race. He might just have too much on these. Bond Elegance in for 4, 10, 6, 5, 2. I went the old 5, 6, 10 QQP.
Yeah, I'm with Paul on this one. Pick number 1 will be on top, barrier 4, and Zach Purton in the saddle. That was the first leg of the TT.